President Bola Tinubu has declared that there would be no longer any petroleum subsidy regime as the current 2023 budget he glimpsed does not contain it. He stated this on Monday in his inaugural address at the Eagle Square, Abuja. While the current 2023 budget has provision for the fuel subsidy till June, President Tinubu stated that funds for subsidies will be diverted to other things like public infrastructure, education, healthcare, and jobs. Arise analyst Dayo Sobowale is with us now to discuss fuel marketers' reactions to the president's announcement of an end of fuel subsidy and what the government needs to do to ease the pains of the transition period. Good afternoon, Mr. Sobowale.
Good afternoon.
Great to have you.
Now, it's
barely 24 hours after the queues have resurfaced from mainland to island. I experienced it today. What do you make of this announcement and the reaction of the marketers?
Right. I mean, the reaction of the marketers is predictable. I am not surprised at that. The action of the new president, too, was unexpected and brave, if not almost dangerous. Get me? I had thought, we had discussed there before, and when people were saying that the first thing he should do is to remove subsidy, I said that would be like handing him a political hemlock to kill himself at the start. But you see, the way he delivered the speech, the way he came on, it's like the eagle has landed in Abuja. You get me? And he gave a speech of hope. And now he's in government. If he has said he will do something, he should be able to implement and do it. That's the essence of government. A government is any government that is able to do what it wants in its own area, using physical force if necessary, to implement its manifesto or whatever he has said he will do. So he has not only flown the kite, he has landed. So it's up to him now to know how he will monitor and implement what he has said. With the oil marketers, I won't call them saboteurs, but you see, if you are taking a man's food away from his table, you must be prepared for a fight. Nobody gives up his plate of food, especially when he's hungry, very easily. You can see the queues. It's all over, spontaneously. Even some of my friends, well-learned people, immediately went to fill their tanks. So the game is on. But I'm relying on the resolve of the government. And maybe, I don't want to dilate on what he said yet, but it is what he has said he will do that will determine how we will face this crisis. He has said many lofty things. If he implements them, if he's resolute in implementing them, if he governs with a firm hand, he has said he will not coerce people. You get me? But the government must be able to have its way.
So you said two things just now. One of them was that if he has to use physical force, he should go ahead. Are you recommending physical force?
I was trying to define government. Let me say that again. The government is any government that is able to use physical force in enforcing its rule within a given territorial area. That's the essence of government. You don't confront government. Okay, you even said it on the terrorists. Said it's ready to take them on. Those who are terrorizing our people and take it. If you flout, if you challenge the government must use force to put you down. That is legitimate force.
Okay, so what's your thought about the oil marketers? You said that you don't completely condemn them, but it's expected.
Of course.
Do you feel that they're doing the right thing, or they actually should avoid doing this kind of thing, knowing that the subsidy has not really hit home yet until the 1st of June? So why can't they wait if they're going to cause any mayhem?
See, I don't want to call them saboteurs.
So what would you call them if you refrain from calling them?
There are people
saboteurs?
trying to defend their interests at the expense of all of us.
Yes.
As at now, they are not friends of the public. And don't you forget that they have been beneficiaries of the subsidy. They have money. They have influence. They can stir up social unrest. Although normally, if the subsidy is removed, so many costs, of basic things of life, transportation and all that, the multiplier effect will be felt by the ordinary people. That is where social unrest will come in. That is why the NLC is peeping in now.
So as
Ready
a senior
to
citizen then,
but you see,
as a
what I'm
senior
trying to say
citizen-
is that
Yes.
I'm not saying the oil marketers are enemies of the people, but they have something we all need and they want to hold it. NNPC has said it has enough fuel for 30 days at the very least, and that you can bet NNPC too. NNPC is not the toothless bulldog in this situation now, because the government is behind it. You get me? The former president was an oil minister. You get me? He is in sympathy with the oil industry. And don't forget too, it's not only the oil marketers. Oil companies all over the world, you get me, control the prices. They determine how much fuel should be turned, oil should be turned into gasoline. They determine the price of oil, and they determine the price at which we buy it. So the price will rise, but then government cannot sit back and watch social unrest, give it the baptism it does not need, because it has taken a bold step to do what people never expected it would do on the first day.
As you rightly said, you didn't want to call the oil marketers saboteurs and whatnot, but in the end, regular, everyday Nigerians are the ones that are caught in the middle again.
Yes.
How do we manage this until things fall in place?
That is why we have a new government. We have a new government which has said is for all Nigerians. Is going to rule with kindness and humanity. You get me? It's going to tackle the problem created by its predecessor, especially the problem of shortage of funds. You know what happened at the eve of the election? The Naira redesign. You know that one is still curtailing money in the system. If you have curtail money in the system, you will have inflation. And then if there is no fuel and people have to transport us, therefore taxes, they will add money to transport costs, it will affect them. It can cause social revolution and unrest. It's a predictable thing. The ANC does not need to tell us that. That is what people, the nightmare people have always been fearing about the removal of fuel subsidy. But you are in it now.
Okay, so you're a senior citizen. You have years and years of experience of seeing situations like this happen over the many years of your existence in Nigeria. What would you be telling President Bola Ahmed Tinubu right now if he was watching, in terms of what you will say, Mr. President, these are the things based on my experience that I will say you need to do immediately to avoid what you described as a social revolution, as a potential thing that might happen?
Yes. Find a way of making fuel available at the fuel stations at affordable pump price. You get me? It's still the NNPCs
without subsidy.
Of course, you can do it. Look, before taking this step, I don't think he wanted to commit political suicide. He must have done his consultations. He's an oil man, he's an oil accountant, he knows the politics of the industry. So for him to have said it's gone, he did not give us any breathing space before saying it. So he must know what he's doing. Get me? I will give him the benefit of that he knows the price of removal of fuel subsidy, social unrest, and instability. But see, they say until the man has seized the hilt of his sword, he does not inquire who killed his father. He has seized the hilt of his sword now. So he can find out who killed his father.
Well,
oh yes.
On that note, Arise Analyst Mr. Dayo Sobowale, it's always a pleasure. Thank you for your analysis and your time here on Newsday.